go, I go, you stay, I stay. One song to sing.
These are my current macros. I told you I was going to dig a little bit. I'm leaving the carbs alone. Protein's the same. All I did was drop my fat 10 grams. So 40 grams. I'm so used to, you know, making smart choices with lower fat foods anyway. Majority of my fat comes from my first meal, whether it's El Pollo Loco or Waba Grill. So it's like anywhere between like 15 to 20. So these are my macros. I told you guys I was going to dig for the Olympia a little bit, but I really don't want to. Said I was going to do a little bit of cardio, but I really don't want to. I mean, I think I look decent now. I just don't see myself, you know, digging, feeling more like dog poop for, you know, for what? I'm happy where my conditioning's at right now. So I'll drop 10 grams of fat and sacrifice there. So this morning I was 160. I was in the 160s. So I'm back to my weight that I was at before I left for Canada. And if you guys watch the vlogs, when I was in Canada, I unleashed for like 4 days. Even when I got back here, I didn't count macros. I just enjoyed life, enjoyed food, enjoyed company, and yeah. So I'm back. Took about a week. Got some El Pollo Loco, and then I got a special guest here. Morris jumped in. He was getting to the gym when I was leaving. Yeah. So he came with me. I took him for a couple pulls. How did it feel?
It was a lot of fun. It was slower than my Evo though. I'm just kidding.
Alright guys, it is 1 o'clock. We are about to hit a leg session. Max effort, heavy leg day. I'm thinking we'll do maybe triples. I'll check rep count and see what I've been hitting the past 2-3 weeks and go from there. My little sleeping princess. Come here! Say hi. Look. Look. Look, say hi. Say hi. Alright guys, leg footage here. This workout wasn't the greatest. I actually auto-regulated and kept it short. I cut down the total work volume. My hips were tight. Just everything wasn't firing. I didn't feel good. And I think it's due to the past lower body workouts where I was kind of overreaching. The last deadlift session when I hit 405 for 11, I felt great that session. And then prior to that, I went pretty heavy on the wagon wheel pulls, where I went 500 for like sets of 3. Anyways, yeah, auto-regulated, and pretty much what I did was I kept it short. I actually stopped on deadlifts after I did one working set. But here squats, we did our goals sets of triples, 3 sets. I worked with 335 the first set, and then I bumped it up to 340, and I hit my 3 sets successfully. Tankster was at 265. He hit it successfully also. And here is my first 340 set. Felt pretty good even through like my tight hips. And lately my hips have been tight, and what I've been doing is some foam rolling. with the rumble roller, and then setting up the bands and stretching against the wall. And that's really helped, because for a while I was feeling like a sharp pain anytime I lifted up my knee, engaging my hip, my right hip. And that's my tip, guys. Maybe I'll do another video, but you want to do it post-workout. You don't want to do it pre-workout. You don't want to do any static stretching pre. You want to do all of it post. And here we're doing some pause squats. Tankster finished off with 225 doing the pause. I think he did I think 3 to 5 reps. And okay, back to the stretching of the hips. You want to do, this is how I like doing it. Foam rolling the hips, breaking up the tissue, and then some static stretching afterwards. And that's been helping me. My problem is just being consistent on it. I don't do it until my hips are already in pain or really tight. I'm going to make an effort in doing it at least once a week, which can be better too. But with my schedule, it's tough. I'm just trying to juggle work, training, everything. So once a week would probably do me good. Here's my set of pause squats. I normally don't pause squat this much. I decided to just go for it, 315. I did a set of 3, and that was it for squats. But yeah, guys, tight hips will just do you dirty. It will really affect your lower body workout, so take care of it. That was my last acclimation set, 405. That was kind of my gauge on how I was going to feel on the sumo, and it didn't go up very fast. I mean, and just the other day, I did 405 for 11, which was a all-time PR. So right off the bat, acclimating with sumos, I knew it wasn't going to be a good one. Bar speed was really slow. The 405 just felt like 500. So here was my goal. Our goal was 90% for doubles, and this is 485. It went up, but it went up really, really slow, and I felt my hips just in pain. So after that set, I was like, I'm done. I'm just going to finish off with some GHR for the hamstrings and some calves, and that was it. So here I have Tankster demonstrating pulling the slack out of the bar, which is, I think, one of the cues that can really help you with your sumo deadlift or even your conventional deadlift. See right there, he's dropping his hips, and then he's pulling the slack out, bringing up his hips a little bit, and that will activate your that will load your glutes and your hamstrings. And once you get that down, your deadlift will be a lot more efficient. You'll have better leverage, and it'll go up smoother. Versus if you're not pulling the slack out of the bar, engaging your glutes and your hamstrings, you're going to be most likely pulling with your lower back, which can lead to injuries later down the road. You might not get injured right away, but that stress on your lower back can give you a pretty nice injury. So finish off with calves. I didn't want to risk just crushing my nervous system even more, so that's why I did stop on that one set of sumos. And today, Thursday, is my day off, mine and Tankster's rest day, so I'm going to get some rest, get some good sleep tonight, and get back on it Friday, tomorrow, for a push day. Yeah, that's a big part of being a good lifter, guys, is knowing when to overreach and when to pull back. And that's what I did, pull back. Got a nice big package. What could it be?
balance.
Don't think your hips. Think
How do you go forward?
Just toes down. You're getting mad. You're getting mad speed. Don't think your body. Just think your toes. Hey! What you guys doing in there? It's cold. Grab my Monster. So I am pretty sad. My smart board is defective. So and another thing is I forgot to take my memory card home. Took my camera home. I was gonna vlog a little bit more for you guys while I was home relaxing, messing with the smart board, and I forgot my memory card in my computer. That's another thing. But yeah, so me and Sonia were messing with the smart board last night, and then the battery died after probably like 5 hours of using it, which is pretty good. And I went to plug it in, plugged it in, red status light, good, and then I checked it after 3 hours, which it says 2 to 3 hours for a full charge. Nothing, was still dead. So I plugged it in to a different outlet, did the same thing, checked it in the morning, and it wasn't charged, it was still dead. So I hit up the smartboard OC guy, and he's really good about it. He was like, I'll send you out another one, no problem. But I'm not gonna get it until Saturday, and I was having so much fun with it. I'm bummed. Alright, we changing it up today. Still Waba Grill. We're going back to the plate. Look at that. And I went with the beef. So I think this is going to be a nice change for me. A little bit more carbs than the bowl that we've been getting. But since today's our day off, I'm going to have this and probably stay pretty full for a while. And then probably have a Quest bar in a little bit. And then I'll have my next meal. Let me pause this on before we get flagged for copyright issues. So yeah, when I'm busy, I don't really think about food. I'm not hungry. But the second that I'm like bored or not, like no work to do, that's when I start thinking about food. So for you guys that are cutting, you know, plan your meals. Like, I don't do meal timing, but plan your meals around when you're going to be bored and you're going to be thinking about food. While you're busy, just fast. I mean, try fasting. You don't have to necessarily start at like a 12-hour fasting window. Start at like just a 10-hour window. You know, you remember your sleep count. So that's, let's say 8 hours. Okay, so my last meal was at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock last night, so 10 p.m. So it's about to be 2 o'clock now. That's gonna make it a 14-hour fast. I could have fasted until about 4, but I'm like hungry. Also training, like I can train fasted easily just because I'm busy. My mind's somewhere else and I'm not thinking about how hungry I am. So just those little things can make your cut a little bit easier. And fasting, like it makes my cut so much easier because I feel like I'm eating more during the day when it's in reality it's just my window. I'm able to eat more, bigger portions, bigger meals, and really, like, you guys watch my vlogs, I probably have average 2 to 3 meals per day, and they're on the bigger scale. That's why when you see my night meal, my last meal, it's big. There's a good amount of food because I have my lunch meal, pre-workout meal, and then I don't eat until I get home. So stay busy, and that will keep your mind off food. So my subs, I got calcium, magnesium, D3, multivitamin, fish oil, vitamin C, and then B12. I take fish oil twice a day, and my multi is 2 a day. So I split it up. I take most of my subs. I always take my subs with food. It just, to me, it's easier on the stomach, and you absorb. I don't know. It's easier on your stomach. And the reason why I take all those multis is just to ensure that I'm getting the micronutrients that I might miss from my food. And you guys always ask, do you eat veggies? This is pretty much 2 servings of veggies, right?
Yeah.
2 servings, and yeah, I'm pretty bad about it. I'm not proud of it, and I don't promote it. Get your veggies in, get your fruits in. 2 to 3 servings of each would be great. Getting your micronutrients in, and just keep variety in your food. You know, I think I get a good amount of variety. It's not like one thing. I'm not having tilapia every meal or chicken every meal. I change it up, and yeah, I do try to change it up. But I am a creature of habit. I'm all about convenience, and this is easy. And then my meal at home is pretty easy, and it hits a spot. Just portions change sometimes. All right, guys. I was craving something sweet. I was actually craving some candy, and as you can see, the carb drawer is maxed out. Pretty sure some of this stuff's gonna expire. I don't know what the shelf life is on candy, but I'm gonna have 13 pieces of the Sour Punch rainbow straws. My boy Max would be proud of me. I think this is one of his favorite freaking types of candies. So 13. That's 63 grams of carbs worth. Might be stupid, you know, using my carbs on candy, but I want to get my craving or satisfy my craving before I just binge on it. You know, that's a part of dieting. That's part of flexible dieting. When you have cravings, you know, work around it, satisfy the craving so you don't go overboard on it. Must be nice. Pinkster's gonna have the whole bag because his carbs are a little bit higher than mine. What is that?
Oh.
It's our man sports shipment. Tiger's blood pep test. What you got there? ISO aminos. Oh, this is new flavor. Pineapple Express. It's just the usual. Sour Batch ISO. They sent me some of the new Delta XT. More Orotine. New pump.
You go, I go, you stay, I stay. One song to sing.